Welcome back to another episode of For the Crew podcast. Today it's just Matt and me, Gabe. How you doing, Matt?
I'm all right. I'm always tired, but that's nothing new anymore.
Yep, the normal of life. But
Okay.
coming up here in the weekend, we got another Western duel where Columbus Crew will travel to Sporting Kansas City to play our second West team in 2 games.
Yep.
But this one will probably be a lot different than any other team in the MLS. I don't really know where to start this discussion, but I'll start with saying sorry to any Sporting Kansas City fans. You've had a rough 15 years.
Yeah.
And this year is not looking any better.
How many titles have they won in their history? 2?
I think 2.
An Open Cup and an MLS Cup? Is that it?
Sporting Kansas City has 2 MLS Cups, one in the year 2000 and then one in 2013. One Supporter Shield also in the year 2000, and then 4 U.S. Open Cups.
4 Open Cups.
2004,
I
2012,
underestimated
2015, and 2017.
Prowess there. Yeah.
It's a little hard sometimes to pay attention to the Open Cup, but they have actually been decently successful during the 2010s. But that means their last award was in 2017, though. So that is now 9 years without it.
Wow.
Yeah. That is not a great look for them. And of course, we don't want to dig on their past too hard. Let's dig on their current team of
They have a team?
So anybody listening that doesn't know, Sporting Kansas City currently has 20 players under MLS contract. I think they just signed a 21st today. But 4 of those players are goalkeepers. So they are currently struggling to get an outfield 11, outfield 10, and then having a full bench as well. They are pulling kids from the academies. This team is, in the nicest way possible, a mess.
Yeah, it's one of the weirdest off seasons I've ever seen in MLS.
Yeah.
They last year they fired their coach, who had been their coach for forever.
Yeah, I think he had the longest running coach.
Oh, I think he has the longest tenure in the history of the league.
Yeah. Which is pretty funny for how little success they had under him.
Yeah, they had at least had an identity, and they had their long-standing players like a Matt Beasler and a Graham Zusi and those guys, but they're unrecognizable now.
Yeah. There's how many players can you currently even name on their team, Matt?
Jovic.
That's a Galaxy player.
he just accidentally got to the wrong team here.
Yeah.
No, I mean, before I would have said Jovic and Shallowy were the 2 big players, and Shallowy's at the Galaxy now.
Yeah.
And
so currently they just have
there's some other guys that have like a name in the league that have been here for a little bit, but no one who's like a established, like, this guy is a starter somewhere in the league other than Kansas City.
It's hard to look at this team and even say that they could be any other side in MLS right now.
Yeah. I was going to say Justin Reynolds is the one I was thinking. He was like, he's been around for a bit, but like, how was it Reynolds? No, Reynolds is one of the younger guys. Who was it? There's another guy they have in the back line. I can't remember. That kind of tells you exactly what I'm saying, though. Like, it's a mess. And, yeah, I don't know. It's a team that we as the crew, and not even just because we're the crew, because we have a competent roster, we should win this game. And I think it'll be, like you said when we were talking before this episode, it's a game where it's game 2 of the season, so we're not panicking at all yet if we lose this game. But this is arguably the easiest game on our schedule for the whole season. And if you lose this game, it only gets harder.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I think this is a good game to for Reinstrom to try out some new stuff. Well, what was it? Rudstrom. Rudstrom is the correct pronunciation.
Yes.
We looked into that after our last episode.
Yep.
Rudstrom, I think this is a good chance for him to try out some new tactics and stuff. But that doesn't mean it's an excuse to let up easy goals like we did against Portland. Let them expose our back line. This is a time to figure out those mistakes and focus on filling in those holes while keeping our attack. I would say keep our attack the same it was last game. I think we had a good dangerous attack. But this is a great chance to try things out.
Even in the offseason, offensively, I am not really worried about our club at all. I think we have enough people who can score. I don't know if we have a high number of like 10 plus goal scoring players on our team, but we have a lot of guys who can score 5-6.
Yeah. And I feel confident. Like outside the box, we got Rossi. We're confident he can take a shot and most of the time put it in it.
Yeah.
And we have Abu Ali, who is looking dangerous in the box. And he seems to be our main like counterattacking and running player as well. He's going to be the one there. But we're still missing chances sometimes, especially through the winging players when they're coming in and trying to play the number 9 role. If we're being stretched to one side a bit heavily, Herrera, Arston, we're still struggling a little bit to get them to convert.
Yeah.
At least in the one game that we saw. But
well, I mean,
if we can,
go ahead.
If I was just gonna say, if we can get them to kind of be on their A game with Rossi and Abu Ali, I think we're set from there.
Yeah, I really want I'm rooting for Picard, but he's got to start showing something like in the final third. He I was talking to my dad about it. I was like, he's one of those players that's really good until you have to be, and then he's not. And it's kind of frustrating because you can see the talent. Like he can run for days. He has a good touch. He can dribble the ball well, but it just doesn't feel like he makes the right pass in the final third. He's not taking shots.
He's not dangerous in the final third yet either. You never feel when he has the ball that he's about to score. It's but did he even have much chances last game? I don't remember much.
Not really. There were a couple opportunities that kind of just went away before they actually became anything. But there's a lot of guys that are just on the cusp. Like same thing with Habrun, he's right there. If he just gets a little bit over the hump, I think he can start producing as well. Then there's the
young players like that. And then we also have Gazdag as well, an older DP. So we're expecting the exact same thing from as these kids. Yeah,
I think once we get Akanzada in, I think he's going to help with that. I think Jamal Tiare might put in. I'm guessing he's going to put in 4 or 5 goals this year. That's where I think he's going to be. But yes, there's guys who, especially against this Kansas City team, will have their opportunities. I watched the highlights for the game they played against San Jose, and they held most of the possession for the stats I saw. They had like 60% possession, but they only took 5 shots, and only 2 of those shots were on target. And
do you know how much of the game was played in their half?
I didn't see the tilt. I don't know.
I'm interested to see that then.
Yeah, but it seemed to me like San Jose played very direct, and I don't want to get it wrong. I wouldn't say 15. They had 15. San Jose had 15 corner kicks.
15 corner kicks.
Yes.
6 shots on target total, 5 big chances, what they were given last game.
Yeah, and
versus Sporting Kansas City, who had a .45 expected goals, 1 shot on target.
Yeah, it seemed like they were a team that kind of did what we did last year, which was hold the ball but do nothing with it. And
Really?
and it'll be interesting playing them because that's holding the ball is our thing. It's like that's what the Crew is known for. And so if Kansas City can't hold the ball and can't create chances, it's going to be a long night for them.
Yeah. But we also didn't really seem to hold too much of the ball last game against Portland in the first half, at least.
Yeah, I think they
Second half,
ended
once they
with like 54% or something like that.
yeah. But in that first half, we were quite far behind in the possession game. I think it was a 60-40 split, and Portland was winning it. But we were still holding on strong, and that's when we scored 2 of our goals. Our only 2 goals, for that matter. So I can see, like, even when we were under the last 2 years when we've been playing heavy possession ball, when we are getting dominated, especially by like the Mexican teams who like to have even more possession than we do, I'm never worried about that. Like, it's never a stat that I think, oh, if we have or if we don't have, it's going to change the course of the game. I feel like Crew is usually pretty good about adapting to having possession versus playing without it.
Yeah. I was just looking at earlier we were talking about the team that they have and not having any players that are like names. I was just looking at the players they lost this offseason. They lost Santiago Munoz went back to Santos Laguna. They lost Kyrie Shelton, who I feel like has been there for a while. And then they lost Mason Toy, who's another striker they had. They lost Memo Rodriguez. They lost Tommy to LA Galaxy, and they lost Shallowy to Toronto. And
they just didn't feel any of this. Like,
yeah. Oh, I said Shallowy went to Galaxy. He went to Toronto. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, what are you doing as a club to get to that point? I don't want to bash on it. I never like to bash on a club's front office, but I would genuinely be worried if I was a Kansas City fan right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what the plan is here. And then with the guys they brought in, none of these guys are like they brought in 5 players off of free transfers that are all 26 or younger. So the guys who are 26 or younger who other MLS teams said we don't want. And that's not a good sign.
I think almost their entire team. I don't think they have a single player over the age of 30.
They've won, and it's a backup goalkeeper. Maybe he's the starter now because they have so much. Yeah, it was Cleveland. But I just, and then on top of that, they signed was it Rafael Wiki? Is that their coach, right?
Yeah, that's the coach.
And his last tenure in MLS was terrible.
Tell me about that. I actually don't know.
He was the head coach of the Chicago Fire.
Oh, that's all you need to say.
But his I saw it earlier. I'm pulling it up right now. His win percentage with Chicago was at 23%.
That's really bad.
Yeah.
So he was there during the worst of Chicago Fire.
He was there from 2020 and 2021 season.
Yeah, that was not great for them.
Yeah, he won 12 games in 52. That's not good. So and then he went to Switzerland and won the league with Young Boys, and then came back.
How did he get the move to Young Boys from there?
Because I'm guessing it's because he used to play for them when he was a player. I think it's
okay.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of those things where well not for them but for like Switzerland. And so and since they're the big team of Switzerland, he has that repertoire. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of really confused with the way that they've done everything this offseason.
Yeah.
I'm kind of feeling they're almost like we lost Vermees and Vermees did everything. Now what do we do? Yeah.
He's been running the club for as long as they can remember. Everyone else there has no clue what's going on.
Yes.
But yeah, so this should not be a worry for Crew. This hopefully can just be a game that we can go into and leave. Nothing happens, just a win, get 3 points, walk away.
Yeah, I want to see more than just us win. I want to see us look good. Like, I want the play to be entertaining. Yeah, again, this is one of those games you have to win if you want to be a team that makes the playoffs, a team that wants to make a run at MLS Cup. You have to win these kind of games.
Yeah,
it's almost
simple
like required. That. Yeah. Is there anyone that you're looking at specifically for us?
I mean, Zawadzki is the one I want to see show up tonight.
Yeah.
Well, this weekend. I want to see more of Zawadzki than we did last game. I want to see him being his usual aggressive self, winning balls, building up through the defense and getting into his flow again. But last game was a bit of a rough start to the season for him. But that's really the only player I think I care enough to watch and want to see more from.
Okay.
What about you? Of course, there's all the subs and new players as well. But those are subs and new players. But
yeah, the new players, I'm not even going to say anything about because I don't really have a good feel of how they're fitting into the team yet.
Yeah, those are, of course, who I want to see the most because I like seeing how a new player fits in our system. But
yeah, I haven't heard yet about where Andre Gomes is and Akanzada in terms of getting their visas.
I don't know. We signed them so late on, and I don't see them coming in for at least another 2 or 3 weeks, probably.
Yeah, I hope we can get them for the home game against Chicago.
That would be nice to have both of them. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so for me, whoever's playing left center back, I need them to step up. Whether that's Zawadzki or Chiberko or Amundsen. Yeah, I rewatched some of the game, especially the moments around the goals, and I hope Amundsen watched that and been like, I need to step up my game next game because it was rough. Yeah, that's I guess Amundsen really is my answer. Just I want to see him have a better game.
Do you think we're gonna start Rudy again?
I don't know. I saw that he was on minute restrictions.
That's why I was asking. Yeah. I liked how he was back there. He's just I've said this since we got him. He's just that solid old man defender that you get who can do the job of a defender.
He's a steady veteran.
Yep. Yeah. And that's exactly who you want on the field. And especially when we're going through a transition like this, you want someone who knows how to play different styles in the defense. And so I think it's good to keep him in when we can, have him help out and watch the backs of Amundsen, Chiberko, or Zawadzki as they're trying to figure out this new system. Because I think he looked pretty solid in it.
It's going to be interesting too, because this first game we had doesn't really show you who the Crew is, because we missed 4 or 5 players, and Shambo went down in the first half, and
have you heard anything on Shambo yet?
I've not heard anything about it. I'm guessing tomorrow we'll probably see something. In terms of,
I mean, when you go down like that, it's usually going to be long term. As much as I hate to say it, that's not
a knock. I see nothing to do with this. That Evander's not going to be out for very long. It's his injury, which is surprising to me. I'll be very surprised if Jordan Morris is not out for a while.
I think he's out for a long time.
Yeah, I feel so bad for that guy. It feels like he gets injured every year now. Yeah, and
I mean, honestly, I feel the exact same way about Farsi as well.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We were missing Moreira, who I'm guessing he'll be back for the next game. I'm not sure how long.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this game, just because maybe he didn't get enough time to train with the team. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But for sure, the home opener he will be back for. I know that.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't get injured.
Yeah. And then Farsi, Morera, and then the 2 guys we signed that aren't here yet.
And then Shambo as well.
And then Shambo. Yeah. It's I think once we have a fully available team, we'll have a very, very good roster.
Yep.
Like a good game day roster. But yeah, I need us to look good. I need it. I want to see
some
more
confidence to get us through the first few games here.
I want to see more of Rudström's ideas implemented as well. You can definitely see defensively we look different than under Nancy in terms of how we shaped up when we dropped back. But I don't know. I didn't really see a lot of the overloads that I saw with him at Malmo. In terms of like shifting the field to one side really hard. I saw the attempt at times of it, but it didn't look like it was implemented well.
I feel like we might not see that fully implemented for a few games here as we get players into their full fitness.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's probably going to be the main thing because he's going to be asking for a lot of players with fitness.
Yeah,
trying to get them to run up and down the field and side to side. It's going to be a lot of movement for him, but
for sure,
it's the first game of the season. You can tell some players were out of shape.
I don't think it was interesting because I was looking at all of the results, and honestly, other than LAFC beating Miami 3-0, none of the other results really surprised me. Like the games where I was like, "Oh, this team's obviously the better team." They won almost all the games, and the games where I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be tight," either ended in a draw or the team winning by a goal.
Yeah,
and so like so far, it's looked like after one game, it's looked like the teams are gonna be who we think they're gonna be, but you never know.
Yep.
5 games into the season, Kansas City might have 3 wins. Who knows?
All I'm saying is I said the Red Bulls would be good this year and nobody else did on the podcast, and they won their first game.
They started
that is
what? I saw they started like 3 17-year-olds or something like that.
Yeah, and they played very well against Orlando City. The score should not have been 1-2. That should have been 7-2 probably.
Because their 17-year-olds got on the score sheet.
Yeah, one of them scored a brace.
Yeah, and then I think another one got 2 assists.
Yeah, and like I thought Cray Powell was finished because
I did too.
Where was he? He was at Portland before, and then he goes into this game and just absolutely even though he got scored on twice, he had an unbelievable amount of saves.
Honestly, both goalkeepers were standing on their head. They were that game was all about the goalkeepers. I think.
And I've always been a fan of Ethan Horvath too, so that was good to see him do
he's one of the guys I felt like has just been unlucky in his career. And
I feel like he's made a few wrong moves of clubs, but I'm happy he's back.
A lot of our goalkeepers have been doing that.
Yeah. We don't need to talk about that.
All right, what do you think scoreline wise?
I mean, I just don't see them scoring on us. So I'm gonna go probably 2-0 Crew.
2-0.
Maybe 3-0 for feeling good.
I'm going 3.
Yep.
Prediction on goal scorers?
I feel like Abou Ali is going to get them all. I feel like 2 or 3 goals. I feel like he's going to be the only scorer. I feel like they're not going to have the experience in their center backs to be able to stop them. Yeah,
I feel it. I predicted an Abou Ali hat trick last game. I'm going to say he gets 2 this time. And I'm going to say one of the other attacking players that's not Rossi is going to score the other goal.
Are we maybe going to see a Picard or Gazdag goal this early in the season?
Gazdag or Picard or Habrun or even maybe an Arston goal. Somebody else that's not like a DP.
Yeah. I don't think Rossi is going to score too many goals. Last game, he didn't even have too many great chances, but I do like how when he's getting the ball at the top of the box, he's not afraid to shoot it. And of course, he got one of them in, but other than those, I think he's going to be looking for the passes more than he is going to be shooting now this season, now that he has a trusted forward that he knows he can get the ball to, just like Akucho again. Rossi knows he's good.
Yeah. I was also looking at the team we had, and like in terms of individual accolades, we have a lot. Like we have Rossi is a former Golden Boot winner. Moreira is a former Defender of the Year. Gilberto made a Champions Cup Best 11.
Schulte did as well, I think.
Yeah. What else we got? Habrun made a Youth World Cup team.
Abu Ali did great in the Club World Cup.
Yeah, like there's a lot of guys who should be able to step up, and we just need them to do.
I think the rest of MLS is going to look at this roster and not see too much special, but I think Crew fans really know what's going on and just how talented this team could be.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, what time is the game on Saturday?
8:30 p.m. Eastern time. So not as late as the last game,
not
but
as bad
still pretty late.
Yeah, so the game will be done around 10:30. Yeah, we are going to this year try to do some kind of watch party in our Discord every game. We did one last time. It was fun. Me and Jay and Brian and a couple of the guys in our Discord channel all got in the voice chat and just talked during the game. But yeah, so we'll go with that. So our Discord is open for anyone to join now. Please join. It's fun to talk about everything from MLS to EPL to international and everywhere in between.
I don't talk EPL. Everyone else talks EPL. I don't talk EPL.
Especially after this season, you won't be talking EPL anymore.
Nope. I'm done. We'll talk Romanian 5th Division for anyone interested.
Yeah.
Not EPL.
No, but for real, we in the chat we've talked a lot of Greek League recently, which has been interesting. But yeah, so we have that. We have social media pretty much everywhere. I don't even need to list everything, but if there's a social media page that is popular, we're probably there.
Look us up For the Crew.
For the Crew, the number 4. And we're also streaming wherever you listen. We also do full video streams on the National Soccer Network and YouTube. So if you'd rather see our faces, you can do it that way too. But yeah, so Saturday, 8:30 at Kansas City. Let's hope that in the next episode we are talking about a win. Until then, go Crew.
For the Crew podcast.